Hey guys, my name is Mark Humphreys and welcome to this beautiful day. I've been filming videos outside as much as I can because one, it's been beautiful, and two, we actually won't be at this house forever, so I gotta capitalize on this view and this weather while I can. So this morning, as I was spending time out here, kind of getting some sun actually, I was reading in Philippians 3, and in Philippians 3, one of my favorite verses was verse 3, and it talks about the flesh and the battle that the spirit has with the flesh. And then I just kind of got down this rabbit hole of, looking further into that, where else in the Bible it talks about that. So I'll read it to you, and I'll cite it in the description box below so you can read along. It says, "For it is we who are the circumcision, we who worship by the Spirit of God, who glory in Christ Jesus, and who put no confidence in the flesh." And that concept of putting no confidence in the flesh is really what resonated with me and what I looked further into and what I just kind of meditated on and just kind of tried to listen and look for other places in the Bible where God mentions the flesh and the battle with the Spirit. And there's a really good verse in Romans 8, because I just typed in a little bit of where flesh is mentioned in the Bible into Google, and it popped up with this, and it totally goes right along with it. And I'll cite this in the description box. It says, "Those who live according to the sinful nature have their minds set on what that nature desires. But those who live in accordance with the Spirit have their minds set on what the Spirit desires. The mind of sinful man is death, but the mind controlled by the Spirit is life and peace. The sinful mind is hostile to God. It does not submit to God's law, nor can it do so. Those controlled by the sinful nature cannot please God." And in my Bible, it says that whenever it says the sinful nature, it can be replaced with flesh. And that whole idea of flesh and what our body desires, especially us men, right? Because I'm a man in my 20s, and before I got married, there was just such a battle with my flesh, and there still is to this day, right? And I think that a lot of American men, or just men in general, have this battle with their flesh, right? Like, God gave us this testosterone, this sexual desire, or this testosterone that makes us bigger men and more angry or more suitable to be angry or whatever it is. And dealing with that can be extremely difficult, right? And making sure that we tame that is, a huge part of what God calls us to do. It's to have self-control. And so that's something that I've definitely been, meditating on this week, is just, everything that God is calling us to do. And the more that I invest in, doing these videos, and the more that I invest in reading the Word, the more God calls me to be a bigger, better person, to have more control of my body through the Spirit, and to be more meditating on the Spirit in general. So I hope you guys got something from that verse today, and I hope that you guys continue and read along, and I hope that this encourages your own walk with God and your own, readings in the Bible. So let me know in the comment section below if you guys have any prayer requests or any kind of comments about this, or anything that, these verses make you think about. I would love to hear about those, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.